We didn't start this farm because we had it all figured out and knew exactly what we wanted to do. We started this farm because life forced us to find a better way.
We have a blended family between my wife and I. We have 8 children, and we are expecting our ninth, the second one between the two of us. And my wife is concerned that it might be twins. So then it will be three. That would be fantastic. We have 4 boys on the autism spectrum, and a lot of people thought that our lives are heavy and complex, but it makes us superheroes to have kids like this. Back in 2019, 7 years ago, I resigned out of corporate, and my wife was still studying to be a Montessori directress. Um, and we had plans to assist other special needs families to raise funds to help them to keep the kids at school. And then 2020 happened, and suddenly everything changed. And suddenly we had to reevaluate. And suddenly something awakened in us, realizing we'll have to produce our own food to give healthy bodies, healthy minds, and to build new neurological pathways. That is the solution to autism and to a lot of other challenges. Gut health. 2021 came with a physical calling from our Creator, where it was indicated that we need to teach thousands and feed thousands. And the vision was there already. We didn't need self sufficiency. We needed a sufficient or self sufficient community, a community that could work together and teach each other and lift each other up, help each other with their children. You know, the whole idea of a village to raise children. Between my wife and her school and me farming, we were well on our way to understand what it would take to raise special needs kids and any other children for that matter in these circumstances, in these days that we find ourselves. So we realized that the healing was through food, through shared strength, and through people, helping people. But the reality did really kick in. Every time we have some issues with a landlord and we have to move on to the next farm and move on to the next farm. And in this last 6, 7 years, we had to move 3 times and restart the farm 3 times. Every time God provided, every time we had amazing breakthroughs and amazing community standing with us. And now that we've moved on to our third or our fourth farm, the school is running in such a beautiful fashion, and we've got interns running at the farm, which gives us the cash flow to restart again. But it was really challenging, and it was a real struggle the first 6 years of the whole process, just to operate without our own land. That was the biggest challenge. Now our name, my wife selected it. It was one of the verses given to us at our wedding, and which only took place the year before in 2018 when we started. And there was mentioned the name that God gave Israel, which was called Jeshurun, meaning upright people. Not perfect people, just upright people. People who still need to learn and still need to be shaped and still and willing to do it. That's the big part. Being upright is acknowledging your shortfalls, acknowledging that you don't know, acknowledging that you still have a journey ahead of you and things to do, and lots of new plans and new directions that God will provide along the way. Trusting God is our biggest asset that we've got. We're not there yet, definitely not, but we are building something that is worthwhile, something that is beautiful. And if we can do it, He can do it for anyone. We just need to learn to trust. I think the whole process about this journey here, and especially in these last days, is trust, is hearing God's voice clearly and trusting in what He directs us with and what He puts in our hand to use, and how much excitement we live through this when we see His hand working in our lives. That is so beautiful. If you look at these guys learning how to pluck chickens, we don't normally do it this way. We have a plucker at the abattoir that they do it with, but this is part of the experience for the boys to slaughter their own chickens. Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for being with us all the way through this video. Be blessed, and we'll see you in the next one.